Hey, so we'll see how long I do these daily talk pieces. On a roll kind of right now. But today I wanted to talk because I had a gig last night about jazz and about how we pick what we play when we go play places. So there's something really interesting that happens with particularly when you're doing dinner music and you're doing kind of chill music. And that is when all of the musicians my age and probably up to 10, maybe even 20 years older, so like an age range of like 30 to 50, when we were growing up and you were going to play for dinner, there was only one option. You played jazz. And when we talk about jazz, I mean jazz standards. So you were playing Autumn Leaves, you were playing All the Things You Are, you were playing Have You Met Miss Jones. And if you don't recognize any of the titles of the song, you are exactly making my point. Why in the world are we still playing this stuff? Now, I have a soft spot for all those tunes because I've played them a million times. So I actually really enjoy playing Autumn Leaves, for example, and improvising and doing all of the traditional jazz shtick. But here's the thing. Even those songs originally were not jazz songs. They were pop songs in that time period that jazz musicians then improvised on. So, and I know a few people who do this, and I think this is the way forward. So I'm not saying that everyone's missing it. But the way forward is not to completely disregard anything classic or traditional. No, we should still play that stuff, but we should play it in an appropriate amount. You know, it's when we play for people and we're playing music, we want to play music that they resonate with, that they enjoy, that makes them comfortable, especially around dinner time. And so playing older music is actually really not a bad idea. But the time period we're doing is completely ridiculous because, you know, we're playing for a bunch of, say, 40, 50-year-olds as they eat, and we're playing music that is like, let's see, how old at this point. If something was written in the 50s, it's now 70 years old. I know, it makes me feel old just saying that. If something was written in the 90s, it's close to 30 years old. That is crazy to think about, but it means in reality, we should be thinking about stuff written in the 80s and the 90s, and especially stuff in the 70s as being classic and that kind of classic dinner music. So basically, that's the first part of my rant, is the tune selection for dinner music really could modernize. Like, it absolutely could modernize. And we're starting to get to the point where some people are like, oh, we should throw in some Beatles tunes. We're starting to get past when we should be throwing in Beatles tunes. Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson are starting to feel maybe a little on the dated side. We probably should be looking at Backstreet Boys. As much as that kind of sounds ridiculous, we should throw in some Backstreet Boys. We probably should throw in some NSYNC. Stuff I'm really not as familiar with. For me, I'd be more interested in throwing in Stone Temple Pilots and Nirvana, which I think as well would do very well in a dinner set. So that's kind of stage one of this rant. Stage two is jazz, to me at least, is not a certain set of tunes. Jazz is a way of approaching music. And in that case, jazz is very much alive, and if anything, needs to become more prevalent and more predominant, especially in these long set dinner type settings. If you are just stuck playing 2 to 4 minute long renditions that are almost exactly like the original song, that is a pain to pull off for 3-hour, 4-hour sets, and also is not doing your audience any favors. And because, I mean, yeah, it kind of works because it's just what the music is, but I mean, people have heard this music a million times if we're doing music that old. So that style of playing which I would think of really, in my opinion, is jazz, that should be embraced and be taught and be pushed even more. But thinking of jazz as being, blue bossa or, all of these super duper in a sentimental mood, anything by Gershwin, that is a little crazy to me. So, anyway, to recap, we really should stop playing jazz, but we should really play jazz. So, hopefully that was fun. I'll catch you guys later. I'm having fun making these. I'm going to be trying to stream a little bit more. I might stream on Twitch today. We'll see. Like and subscribe. I've got the baby jams coming out if you want just a little bit of music to cleanse the palate. And I'll catch you later. All right. Peace.